What's up? Welcome back to the Metalhead Car Show. A couple weeks ago, we got the announcement of the Bruce Dickinson Mandrake Project. The first solo Bruce Dickinson album since 2005, and this will be the first set of live Bruce Dickinson shows with a full metal band since 2002. This is all very exciting. It'll be so cool for so many fans to see Bruce do his solo thing for the first time. But today I want to go over kind of my thoughts towards what he will be doing, which is going to make this video completely obsolete and out of date so fast. But hey, why not? So I want to start with his touring. Obviously he has Iron Maiden scheduled to kind of work around, but I think the first half of this year is going to be dedicated to Bruce Dickinson. His tour schedule is starting on April 18th in Mexico and going to May 4th in Brazil. Started the tour off with a full South American tour schedule. And then we have a bit of a break where we get to Poland on June 4th, where he's playing at the Mystic Music Festival. And at the time of filming this video, the latest date he has posted is for July 3rd, and that is at the Rock Cars Festival in Germany. Now, obviously, there's a lot of open gaps here because we have the entire month of May pretty much open, and we have Iron Maiden only starting their tour in September, which gives Bruce a lot of time after that show in July. So here's what I think. Let's start in May. The last show of the South American tour, as I said, is on May 4th, and the European tour, as of this point right now, doesn't start until June 5th in Poland, which I think will leave all of May pretty much open to North America. Which, I'm saying at first, Bruce Dickinson will be touring in North America in May sounds awesome. Here's the problem, though. Because it's not really in May, because he's ending the tour he's doing in South America on May 4th, which means there's likely going to be a couple days as break, travel, get across the border to get into these states. So I think the soonest we're actually looking at about May 7th or so, where he'll actually be starting in America, maybe even May 8th. And as I said before, the Poland show isn't scheduled till June 5th, and that potentially being the start of the European tour could mean that the American leg could go all the way to June 5th. But again, not really. As I said, there's going to be travel, and getting across the border and getting all the gear there and just giving everyone a break. So realistically, that North American tour might actually only be May 8th to June 1st, which gives Bruce about 3 weeks in North America. Which again, 3 weeks doesn't sound that bad. But here's the next thing. Iron Maiden only does 2 shows in a row before they give everyone a little break. This is going to be no exception. Bruce is a phenomenal singer. He always has been, and even at his age right now, he still is fantastic live. But he is going to need to rest those vocal cords. This tour is made no exception. He is going to need his breaks. So at most, I see this tour having about 4 shows per week, which for North America means 12 shows. And 12 shows isn't bad. I'm not complaining about that. But this isn't going to be a jam-packed tour. This is going to be Bruce is hitting up every major city, and any of the smaller markets likely won't be hit. And as a Canadian, that means this is likely only going to be going to Toronto, maybe Montreal, maybe Vancouver, but frankly, I think it could end up just being Toronto or Vancouver. I'd be shocked if it was both. We could figure there's going to be a Texas show, we could figure there's going to be LA, there's likely going to be New York. Maiden has a good following in Florida. So there's a number of cities you can kind of piece together towards where they're likely going to go. I'll put kind of a mock-up schedule of what I think it could be in that period of time. But for 2024, I don't see Bruce Dickinson doing an extensive North America tour. But jumping forward to Europe. So far, Bruce has only been posted for festivals in Europe, which truly is kind of a safe bet. Bruce Dickinson hasn't done a metal band in a long time, so I think this is a very safe bet to A, test the waters to see how many people are going to show up, and B, get the music to as many people as humanly possible so when he goes and does this again, more people will definitely come out. In the time of filming this, Bruce Dickinson has announced he's at the Mystic Festival in Poland, Sweden Rock in Sweden, Hellfest in France, and the Rock Cars Festival in Germany. Now, if he's been focusing primarily on festivals, you could probably piece together where he may or may not be. I think the latest he's going to go in this is about the first weekend or second weekend in August, and that's when he's going to be calling it quits on this particular tour. And you may say, well, there's a lot more time. He can definitely get a couple more shows in before Maiden starts their tour in September. Yes, technically, but at that point, he's been working into the Iron Maiden schedule, and they're going to need to do reversals and get everyone ready for that tour. And most people say that takes about 3 weeks. And seeing as though Iron Maiden's Australia tour starts on September 1st, 2024, and my original prediction was the latest he's going to go based on where European festivals tend to wrap up is like the second weekend of August. That's what we're definitely going to be seeing, but that's going to leave us a 3-week window between the festival season wrapping up in Europe and Maiden's tour starting in Australia. And this isn't an Iron Maiden speculation video. I'm going to wait until Iron Maiden has their full tour schedule out for 2024 to do something like that, so hold on, that video is going to be coming out. I'm just not doing it yet. I don't want to jump the gun right when they have like 10 tour dates out. So back to Bruce Dickinson. What do I think he'll be playing? Well, I figure it's to be about the same sort of time length as an Iron Maiden show, so we can expect somewhere between likely 16, 17, maybe even 18 songs, but I'm not going to hold my breath for it. Bruce Dickinson doesn't really have as many long songs as Iron Maiden, so I think we're going to get a little bit more than we would get with Maiden. But I think it's be about 16, 17 songs. What songs? Well, I think if there's to be any Iron Maiden, it's going to be Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter. Reason being is originally that was a Bruce Dickinson song. It's one of the very few Maiden songs he played for a lot of his solo career.
Bring your daughter to the slaughter.
And I think if he was going to try go out of his way to give the band something that they haven't gotten in a long time, that would probably be one of the few songs to go in. Along with that, the new stuff. He's be touring on a brand new album. He is absolutely going to be putting the new album into the set list. How much? I figure 5 to 6 songs at most. Obviously, we haven't heard the album, so I don't know what's going to go in or where it's going to be. I can do kind of a mock-up towards what I think might happen. But truthfully, on that part, we don't know. I'm just saying it'll be about 5 songs. The only song that we do kind of know will most likely be on the album is If Eternity Should Fail. For those who don't know, that was originally written by Bruce Dickinson and Roy Z for this album back in 2014. Steve thought it was awesome, really wanted to be a Maiden song, so Bruce allowed that, but I think that is likely going to be in the set list, if not the opener of the show. And then we have the hits. He is absolutely going to be doing Chemical Wedding, he's going to be doing Dark Side of Aquarius, he's going to be doing Accident of Birth, maybe we'll even get Tattooed Millionaire. But he's definitely going to be playing those songs. He's already said he's going to be playing the classics.
Accident of Birth, Chemical Wedding, all that kind of stuff. All those albums absolutely to play for. So we'll be playing the classics. We couldn't play Brazil without playing Tears of the Dragon. But you'll sing it for me anyway, I know that, probably better than me.
So we can expect those. But there's one other era of Bruce Dickinson I need to mention, and that is his last album. Because his last album came out in 2005, and so far it's the only album he hasn't actually toured on, because Maiden's touring schedule kind of just ate up all the time for it. When that album was released, they were starting their Eddie Rips Up the World Early Days tour in 2005. Right when they were doing that tour, Maiden was getting all their stuff ready for the Matter of Life and Death tour. And once they're getting the Matter of Life and Death tour done, they were also getting the Storm Back in Time tour. So Bruce has had no time to tour on Tyranny of Souls. So I think we're going to be seeing maybe 3-ish Tyranny of Souls songs in the set list. I, for one, would love to hear Kill Devil Hill.
God willing, we'll rise up near you.
So what's the future of Bruce Dickinson solo stuff after this? Well, obviously it's hard to say. We don't predict the future here, although it looks like we do. Bruce has already said Iron Maiden has plans going up to the end of 2026 already, which means 2025 is going to be completely consumed with Maiden touring along with 2026. Now, we very well could get some Bruce Dickinson touring before or after those tours. Obviously, we don't know, it's hard to say, but we do know there's going to be extensive touring in 2025 and 2026, likely on a new Iron Maiden album. But again, that is for a whole other video. I think there is a likely chance we could get one more full Bruce Dickinson tour after what's going to be the Mandrake Project Tour, but truthfully, I'm not sure about that. If you want to see him, go see him. This could very well be the only chance we're gonna get to see Bruce Dickinson in a small venue doing a solo thing here on out. Anyway, I want to know, what do you think is going to happen, and what do you want to hear him play on this tour? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed what you've seen. I post on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and I'll see you later.